Yo, we talking about something new. I never seen any of these fragrances in Burlington, so you seen the thumbnail. Let's talk about it. YouTube, what's the vibe? It's your boy Bvlgari, and I'm back at you with another one. You seen the thumbnail, you seen the intro. We talking about Maison Alhambra. Maison Alhambra, let's break this down, is a smaller company within a larger company, which happens to be Lattafa. So Lattafa is the mother company of Maison Alhambra. We're gonna jump right into this because this is a fragrance from a house, which is Maison Alhambra, that I have never seen in Burlington. So it's only right that, Maison Alhambra starts sliding through Burlington because Lattafa basically owns Burlington. But, we're gonna talk about this fragrance. Something that I've seen, in other places elsewhere. Caught my eye, very interested in it. And this is Scepter Ammonite. Scepter Ammonite. So, you know how Lattafa do it. Presentation, always on point. Presentation be top notch. Not all the time, but I would say more than likely, most times. So with this fragrance, nice little sleeve on it. Maison Alhambra, got the sleeve on the joint. So I've actually taken the time to test this fragrance, see what it do beforehand, because I kind of wanted to go a little more in depth about this fragrance because it's a fragrance that I've never seen in Burlington, though I have heard of this fragrance house. And to your surprise, this joint, $29.99, $30. Very reasonable, very affordable, in that range where, your boy will take a chance on it. So I definitely pulled the trigger on it, didn't want to let it go. I definitely didn't want to walk away, being that this was the first time that I saw it there. So I needed to grab it and bring it back to the channel so we can chop it up just in case you stumble across it and be like, I never heard of this, or I'm unfamiliar with this particular fragrance. I don't really want to gamble with it. So I'm going to take the gamble and do it for you. Pretty decent box. Nothing special. Pretty decent box. Nice little gold. Presentation. You know how Lattafa do. You already know it. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, they don't spare none when it comes to presentation. And I think that's with certain fragrances, your more 30, 40, they kind of go all out on them. So, nice bottle. Nice bottle. Got the green little joint in there to match the, the sleeve on the box. Got that matte black. They represent, got your gold on there. Nice. Nice. So, all that's top tier, all that's, they dropping the bag on all that. They selling you on a presentation. Like, we really, me, myself, I do love looking at a good looking bottle. So I don't really trip on, be it sold on the bottle. Hey, you got me. So what we're gonna do, I will post the notes up here for you to check out. See if it's something that you might be interested in, just based off the notes. But as we do on this channel, put it in the air, put it on testing script, put it on skin. Okay, so we got nice little cap, plastic. Got a little weight to it, basically because of this, you know, the gold that give it a little weight. Snap in place. Nice, pretty sturdy. I don't really want to yank on it too hard because it feel like it's gonna give away, but pretty sturdy, pretty decent. Let's test this atomizer. Basic. Real basic, nothing special. I mean, La Toffa fragrance. We already know. Affordable fragrance. Not spending too much money on it. It's not gonna hurt you, so, you know, the atomizer get the job done. It works. I'm cool with that. Long as it ain't spraying everywhere, any which way, I'm cool with that. But anyway, in the air, very fresh in the sense of it has a nice tone to it. It is dense, it is heavy. I would automatically assume that this fragrance is more of a fall, winter fragrance. I cannot see myself wearing this during the summer because of its density. It has a very strong potency to it. And that could be because of, you know, the note composition. So we're gonna definitely, you know, get into those notes. Plus I posted them already, so you'll have some type of idea of what is inside this fragrance. However, I will say it is a nice, strong, it says unisex, but in my opinion, a strong masculine fragrance. Very earthy, very nutty. A little sweetness to it, but it's more to kind of balance that earthy, nutty kind of vibe out. I'm loving the way that it smells. In my opinion, it's not a fragrance that I think that anybody could just walk up and pick it up and gonna love it. And I'm only saying that because of, you know, people's different taste in fragrances, the density, the earthiness, the nutty aspect to it. It may not be a vibe for everybody. It may not be. But me, myself, I love fragrances. So I try to keep my mind open about, you know, many different fragrances, many different smells. So I don't kind of like, I do have those fragrances that I really, really enjoy and love, but I'm not biased toward, you know, any scent. Right off the bat, off skin, it is very, in my opinion, masculine. It's still earthy, still nutty, but it's a little more kind of contained with the sweetness. The sweetness is not overpowered. You just get a hint of sweetness in the background, but in the forefront, you get the earthy, nutty kind of vibe. So Top notes, you got nutmeg and cinnamon, cyprian and olibanum in the middle notes. Base note, you got oud, saffron, and black musk. So with the mixture of the nutmeg and the cinnamon, the olibanum and the oud, that is your earthiness, which is kind of foundational. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of foundational. However, you got the musk. You got the musk in there that's balancing it out. It's not too earthy though. It's not too earthy. It's still, for some reason, it still has like a nice kind of sweet tone, but not sweet in a way where it's like overly sweet. It's more like an amber kind of vibe. It's just like a hint of it. And that balances out. It really does balance the fragrance out and give it more of a balanced fragrance. Well worth the $30. Well worth it. And this is, from my research, a clone of Bvlgari, Falconry. And most of the people that I've seen that did reviews on this fragrance said that it's accurate. It's accurate. It's more of one of the closest clones or inspired by fragrances that, you know, lines up with it. So it's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. So I'm not saying that everybody is going to love it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying me, I feel that it's a hit. I got a good off skin, a good 7 to 8 hours. And I'm talking about off skin. I'm not talking about clothes, because off clothes, it lasted the entire day. But off skin, I got a good solid 8 that I felt was on my skin. I smelt it. It was there. It was prominent. It was pronounced. It was doing its job. So, you know, hats off for that. Hats off for that. Where I'm from is still, it's just not getting hot. So I was able to actually rock it, and it was, you know, fairly cool. It wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold, but it was cool, and I was able to rock it. So I can only imagine how it will be once it get cold. And something that this kind of put me in the mind of, and that's Lattafa's Masharabi. It kind of put me in the mind of this. Except the only thing is that this is a bit more on the sweeter side. So if you can dial down, if you have this, if you dial down the sweetness a bit, just a bit, like just turn it down a bit, then you will kind of conceptualize what this is and what it does. Because the moment that I had sprayed it, the first thing that came in my mind was Masharabi. That was the first thing, and I went and grabbed that and sprayed it on my other hand just to test it and see. But yeah, it's definitely a fragrance that I'm gonna enjoy this fall and winter, because it's in my opinion, it's fire. I'm loving it. And I'm getting 8 hours out of it. I'm getting 8 hours of movement with it. On clothes, that's all day. All day. So I'm loving it. 30 bucks. It's a steal to me. And it kind of opened my eyes to this fragrance house. It's the first fragrance that I had from this house. So I'm definitely going to start looking into this house and hope that, you know, Burlington bring, you know, more fragrances from this house. And, you know, put it in the air for us. Let us get our hands on it. But hey, I'm gonna conclude this video. I just wanted to bring that and run it by y'all just in case y'all out moving around and y'all slide through Burlington's and y'all moving stuff around and see it and not know what it is. Be curious about it, but don't want to take a chance. It is what it is. So please like, jump in the comments. Let's talk about it if you got it. Or if you have any other fragrances from this house that you feel is fire or for me to stay away from. Let me know. Jump in the comment and give me a heads up, or, you know, pull my coattail on a couple of fragrances that, you know, from this house. Because again, this is the first fragrance that I had from this house. So far, they went up. I'm loving it. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you got a partner who needs to, you know, step his game up, get some sauce to him, you know, share the video with him. Let him see what's happening and what we doing over here. I'm going to get up out of here. It's your boy Bvlgari 708. Peace.